The StarPoint GNSS Analyzer is a useful planning and quality assurance tool. There are three main sections to the GNSS Analyzer: planning, analyzing raw data, and reporting post-processed GNSS results. Knowledge of GNSS field procedures and concepts is recommended to better interpret all charts and graphics displayed in the GNSS Analyzer. Because of the GNSS Analyzer's dependency on the Google Earth plugin, users are responsible for installing it on their desktops. If no internet connection is available, you can still use the Quick View as a basic 2D chart without real-world context. Please note that without a proper post-processing license, only the planning mode is available for use. To configure the StarPoint GNSS Analyzer, first select the File tab from the top of the screen and choose Options. On the Options menu, you can configure your units from two drop-down menus. Time can be set at GNSS week and second, local date and time, or UTC date and time. Measurements can be set to meter, the US survey foot, or the international foot. Language will allow you to set the default language for the program. The Google Earth section allows you to display boundaries, roads, and city overlays, as well as overlay time control. Under the General section, you can select to activate the autosave mode, which will generate an optimized cache file of your GNSS data, making it easy to reload it for the next QA session. Synchronizing graphic charts using TimeSpan will synchronize all time-based charts on a time axis. This is useful when zooming on a specific view, as the time span will automatically be adjusted on all other views as well. You can also tell the StarPoint GNSS Analyzer to automatically check for updates upon startup, or you can select Check for Updates Now to manually initiate a search for updates. If you select Save, StarPoint GNSS Analyzer will remember how your options are configured for future sessions. Not selecting Save will allow you to use your new settings for your current session, but will revert to the previous settings for future sessions. To begin in StarPoint GNSS Analyzer, select the Open button. This will open a Windows Explorer window, allowing you to locate the StarPoint project you wish to open. Once you have found your desired project, select Open, and you will see the data files and GNSS results from your project displayed under the File Manager tab. Under GNSS Project is a collection of results that have been computed by StarPoint. The information included here includes trajectories and baselines in differential mode, or static and rover objects if you're in precise point positioning mode. Under GNSS raw data will be the list of the DAT files that have been imported. These are the DAT files that were collected on your receivers. Multiple GNSS raw data files can be opened in the same session and can be individually closed unless they are part of the GNSS project file. Selecting the Recent button will bring up a list of your most recent post-processing projects, raw data files, and GNSS Analyzer projects. These items are listed with the most recently opened file at the top of the list. StarPoint GNSS Analyzer uses windowing and is designed as a flexible and efficient way to navigate between plain views, charts, results, and options. At the top of the screen, to the right of the File tab, you'll see three tabs representing three different analyzing modes. These modes are Planning, GNSS Raw Data, which is only enabled when raw data files or a GNSS project with valid files is opened, and GNSS Project, which is only enabled when a valid GNSS project is opened. If you select a mode, you will see a list of available views for that mode appear in the toolbar. Clicking on one of these views will open a tabbed layer displaying the information for that view. Clicking on a second view will layer the two views on top of each other with tabs indicating the visible view. Views can be rearranged on the screen by right-clicking on the tab and selecting either New Horizontal Tab Group or New Vertical Tab Group. Another way of organizing the views is to left-click on the tab and drag it. This will make the view a floating layer. While holding down the left mouse button, drag the cursor over the middle of the screen over one of the 5 positions displayed on the control overlay and release the mouse button. Your view will now appear on a new panel based on the position you selected. In the GNSS raw data and the GNSS project views, you can navigate between different files by clicking on the forward, backward, first, and last buttons at the top of the view, as well as by using the drop-down list to select a file. On the right side of the screen is a button which opens the Parameters panel. The Parameters panel is refreshed according to the selected view. If you would like to fix the panel to your window, click on the Auto Hide button. To close it, click on the Auto Hide button again. While on a view screen, you can use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out on a vertical axis by scrolling the wheel up and down. To zoom in and out on the horizontal axis, you can left-click and hold the cursor button on the chart and drag it horizontally to highlight an area you want to zoom in on. Once you let go of the mouse button, the chart will zoom into that area. If you are zoomed in and wish to get back to the original scale, you can simply click on the minus sign on the axis. Right-clicking on the chart will allow you to copy and paste selected time spans, as well as print the chart.